$300 billion are being wiped from the market because AI now can make software on demand. This is a true strong attack to the SaaS economy, but also to those companies that build software. So we need to think how to move forward. On one side, this is the democratization of software, okay? Beautiful, love it, I love it, you love it, you're here because you love it, okay? But what financially that means? So if you are a company that provides this kind of service, or an individual as well, the solution is simple. Okay, now you're building software with AI, means much faster, weeks, days, instead of months, therefore cheaper, but also you should change what you give to your client. So let's look at the corporation, from the entrepreneur point of view. At the moment, they have this massive friction, which is to build a software and a website costs money, to manage it costs money, to change it costs money, and they need instead, in this moment in history, be really fluid, adapting, changing, experimenting. Now, every time they need to ask you to change something is so expensive. Okay, so think about experimenting. It just it cannot be done. What they should have instead, what you should give to them is, I give you a website and an AI, a custom AI that run probably on OpenClaw, for example, that manage their website. So now you can talk with this AI and change things. Change the font, change whatever you want, okay? Add functionality inside, add a new page, change the text or whatever, okay? Without the need to come to you for everything. Think about this experience that I'm gonna explain my personal experience. Okay, I'm using OpenClaw. I built a ResonantOS operation system that run on top, and what I'm using this to create the ResonantOS website. Link in the description if you're curious to know more. So what was my experience? So I built this website by explaining to the AI what I wanted. Okay, I studied fine art, so I had a little bit of visual idea. So I explained to this AI what to build. AI built it, but of course it was not 100% what I had in my mind. So what I did, I carry on giving feedbacks, but it was not feedbacks and then you have the reply after an hour, after a day, or so on. No, it was instant. So I could see the website running on my computer, and I could see AI making the changes in real time. So change the font, add this thing, do this thing. I give you, for example, another website as a reference to show exactly what I have in mind. Boom, and then he did it. Okay, I explain size and stuff. So the AI was changing real time the website. The experience was so empowering, so beautiful to actually interact with the software by just talking with it. That is what you should sell. That is the strongest selling point. Giving to these entrepreneurs the ability to actually adapt in real time. And this can be done for apps as well, okay? Add a new functionality, change this, how this, protocol works and so on. Okay, this is possible now. That is what you should sell. This is how we adapt to this new scenario. This is a short term, because sooner or later, AI can do apps to a level that is really difficult to compete, in the sense that it's going to be, and the entrepreneur is going to just say to the app, okay, just do this for free, or comes to you and pay thousands of dollars. Okay, so they're going to go for the free version. So it's a short-term solution, but it's a really good one. So for the next couple of years, probably it's going to be the way to move forward. But what's going to do, what's after? Okay, so in a previous video, I spoke about this DAO. But I want to, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, okay? Is a way to actually have a decentralized business, meaning that each one of us in somehow collaborate, are part of the same business. But this doesn't mean that you need to give up to your business, okay? You do your business within the DAO. I'm gonna explain why this business model is the future. And to do it, I'm gonna explain the evil part of the business, okay? In the sense that is something that we can learn even from the evil business models. I call it evil because it's connected to music distribution and the exploitation of the musician. Okay, it's something that I care. You can see I have all music instrument, modular synth, guitar, bass and guitar. So music has been part of my entire life. Since I was little, I've been playing guitar and so on. So how does it work? So we have, I'm not going to make a name, you can make your own in your mind. Okay, there is a distributor, the one that distributes music for streaming and downloading and so on. Okay, distributor. Then there is the record label that provide the music to the distributor. And then there is the artist, the one that actually make the music. So the artist, I'm simplifying, okay, but that's the concept. So the artist is the one that actually get paid the least. It's the one that earned the least. And it's produces the maximum value in all of this. So maximum exploitation, so completely unfair. Now, the record label should in somehow defend the artist and say to the distributor, look, we need to be paid more because otherwise the artist cannot live out of this. It's not sustainable. That should be the job of the record label, but it doesn't. So the record label adapted to this scenario and said, okay, I'm not gonna fight this. I'm not gonna fight this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna invest on the distributor. So I'm gonna be basically own it, own a share of it. So when the distributor then pay the shares to the others, the record label earns. So the interest of record label now is to make money from the music that they make, but also money from the distributor. So they have no idea, no interest at all to defend the position of the artist. Absolutely. That is completely evil and wrong. But what's the lesson here? The record label, it's not just now earning from the distributor. Now it's also earning from their competitors. So they're risking their investment on the artist. Can you see this element? Okay, from the business point of view, it's a genius move. From ethical point of view, especially in this industry, it's just madness. It's completely madness. But that is the lesson, okay? So the same thing. So this record label, this major record label, now earn from their competitors. Genius. Okay, artists destroyed. Now, let's think about this inside the DAO. Okay, in two ways. One, we could do an equivalent business model in the sense, not business, yes, an equivalent of a service. So the music distributor can be part owned by the DAO, so owned by the community. Now that means the record label that are still inside the community can make support the artists, work with the artists, but get paid better. Pay better the artist. The artist could also decide not to use the record label and sell directly. This makes a system that is more fair for the artist, which is crazy madness. I know that I'm saying something madness. Give the artist the right amount of money, support them, and it's madness. But sorry, I want to go into the details, but I have to say this. Okay, I have to say this. Okay, this madness about the artist. So while the big artists, okay, these major artists, they are millionaires. Okay, they can survive this system. These medium artists are struggling. The small artists, they don't survive this business model. Okay, they must have other jobs. Okay, there's no way that they can earn just from music. That is how it is the music industry at the moment. So for those artists which give value, okay, our life is connected to value. I want to insist this, okay? I want to make you bored about this, but I want to talk about these bloody artists that they are suffering because of these business models. Okay, so we need to change this. Now, how do we do it? Okay, we learned the lesson from this evil business model. Okay, but we learned the lesson to apply to a more ethical one, which still make a lot of money for everybody that participate. How this is possible? Okay, so the lesson here is, okay, de-risking, first of all, but also owning asset. Okay, we need to own asset. This is the lesson. What if we create one single asset that we as a community own? This has been solved through cryptocurrency. Okay, now before you panic and you go, this is a scam, this is a scam. Okay, let me explain, and then I explain the scam role in this. In the sense, now I said this word, and now I need to say first. Okay, so the scam here is. I still make this mistake of making sounds like we are building a scam. No. The thing is, the role of the scams, okay, that is being, I don't know how many million scams exist on the blockchain, okay, but think about, even though there have been millions of scams, even now, today, they are scamming, this technology didn't die. Okay, and we learned a lot from those scams. I've been victim of those scams as well. Okay, so I'm really upset about it. But the point here is we have a history of millions of scams happening, and this technology didn't die because the technology does something that nothing else can do. Okay, so the strength of this technology is real. What is possible to build is incredible. So now we need to leverage this technology and AI and do something that is never done before. So that's the role of the scam. So don't get put away because there have been scams. Okay, it's possible. If the technology didn't die, it means the technology is solid. Now it's possible to build a business that are no scams. So this is the idea. So what's this business model? Okay, so we have one single asset that we own it. Okay, as a community. So we are all of us the risking. But this DAO, okay, what can build businesses inside, owned completely by the community. So the community start to build businesses while you still have yours, okay? You have your AI participating in building as also community businesses. Those community businesses pay everybody. Okay, so now think about if there is an equivalent of this music distribution. Shall I go to those those one that have those evil business model, or shall I go to the one that pay the artist fair that makes me earn? Okay, I'm a client, but also the person that are shareholders. Okay, it's clearly that we prefer, and the artists will prefer that we all move there. So all the business model are going to be disrupted by this. This is why we need to move to the future. This is why we need to build it. So another element I want to explain about the DAO, I'm going to do video specific on this, okay? But what I'd like to do is to start injecting those ideas, okay? Because those takes time to learn and to understand. It's really a new business model, new way of thinking, requires time to sleep on it and think about, okay? But also required collective intelligence. It's not just one person, okay? It's not just me. The idea is to share those ideas, okay? Comment below, share ideas, okay? Interact, let's build. Why this is possible? Okay, because the DAO is decentralized, meaning even though I'm building it, I'm the one that starts with the idea. Okay, I start with the idea, and then I don't own it. Okay, that's the madness. Okay, I start with this idea, but I don't own it. Okay, it's owned by the community. And it's not owned by the community in the sense that each person owns the same share. Okay, but each person can contribute, and according to the contribution, they have a percentage of the ownership. So I'm contributing. Okay, so I'm contributing, so this should be counted for my percentage. Now you join and you start contributing. So you start building your percentage of the asset. Can you see this? So there is an incentive for all of us to build something solid, okay, to build something that works and improve and de-risk all of us. Now we can have a lot of elements going on here, and there is the DAO means two things. Okay, when you talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, DAO, decentralization, blockchain, there are two elements that are present. One is the token, and the second is the governance. Okay, governance means that we can propose idea, vote on the idea, and then build those ideas with the treasury of the governance. Of the DAO. The token, okay, the token is basically the internal money, the internal currency. Think about Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin started, the value was zero. Okay, today is 60, 70,000. Okay, so what is happening is because we recognize the value, okay, because we recognize the value of Bitcoin, of the technology, the problem they solved, the security they create. Think about this, Bitcoin is never been hacked once. Okay, there's billions of dollars there. Everybody they could go there and grab it. Okay, you can't. Okay, that is the maximum security technology we ever create in the history of humans. And it's decentralized, nobody governs it. Okay, it's peer-to-peer, send you money from me to you. There is no requirement of be approved. You join, you are part of it, of the network. there's no one that can say you can't be part of the network. Okay, you get the Bitcoin wallet, you use it, you send the money wherever you are. Okay, there is 1.7 billion people without bank account because they want it, but the banks don't give it to them. Now through the app, they can access to the Bitcoin network, or as soon as we build our network as well. This is the beauty, okay, is removing financial discrimination. So this is what we need to build. Okay, but how do we do it? We need a protocol for those AI to be able to talk together. So this is what ResonantOS solves. Okay, gives a lot of tools on top of OpenClaw, but those tools can be also run on different custom AI. Okay, you don't need to use OpenClaw. At the moment, I'm building on that one because it's because it's amazing. Okay, because it can do something that is amazing, but it can run on anything. The idea is we need an AI that works with us. So we join the DAO with our AI. Okay, so we have the two of us. We join the AI with our AI. Now, this AI has the tools to interact with it. They are the protocol, they're standards. Okay, I'm not building things that are out of my mind. Okay, those are standards that already exist. We get these standards, we get this open source software, we get really well road tested open source, and we build this. It's a collage. Okay, so now we have internal protocol to exchange token, exchange services, exchange value and data. Beautiful, already built, already works. What we need to do is to actually test it. So this is what I'm building. This is what I would like you to join and build together. There is a few things that you can do. Okay, one, there is the Discord channel. You can join, link in the description. Second, there is a newsletter. Okay, newsletter, it's basically for each video that I do, I post a video and an article. Okay, so you can receive those things plus some for those that want to have a paid newsletter. You get some more asset and more posts and so on. But then there is another thing that you need to do. This is a must. Okay, we need to treat this channel as a way of collective thinking. Okay, how do you call it? I can't find the name now, but it's this idea of collective intelligence. That's it. So it's this idea of collective intelligence. We need to, you tell me, and but also you need to read other comments. Okay, read and comment, because the idea is we need to share this intelligence. We need to open our mind and say, this is the future that nobody knows how it's going to look like. Okay, and it's not about waiting for someone to show us as I look like. It's about building it. Okay, so together we need to build this thing. So we have a vision. There is, I mean, there is so much things that I need to say, but I don't want to say everything at once because it's just confusing your mind. In the description, you're gonna see also the augmentatism. Okay, there's this website, augmentatism.com. There's the philosophy connected, the manifesto of this working together, working with AI and so on. So understand all those things, ask questions, come to the Discord, join the community, share and like, subscribe to this video, like watch the next one. Let's build this. Okay, I've been waiting for years to actually do something like this, and now it's possible. Thanks of AI, thanks of all the technology we have, thanks of YouTube that allow me to be here and you to connect with me. So let's build this and let's do it. Just if you feel like doing it, do it. Okay, don't be afraid. See you on the next video. Ciao.